No, but seriously, like, so like these units here, this is one of those things, like I wouldn't be standing here AFK. I'd be next to the flag. Either I'd be next to the flag and I'd be hitting these units one by one, right? This is a little bit of a missed opportunity here from TFS and FS, right? A little bit too far behind the flag. You want to be a little more parallel with it. So like an example would be, one way to do this is like this, curving like this, right? And kind of saying, and then, you know, there's NEF2 as well. I mean, again, they have players here that can hit, right? But if you're going to stay, then, you know, commit to the flag, but more so already have yourself in a position where you're able to do damage. Pick them off, focus fire one by one. They have the ability to do that. I just think this is actually a little bit of a missed opportunity there. However, if they go with maybe the second play, which is, okay, hey, let's just disengage, let's reset off the flag, they could do that as well. But that would have needed to be done earlier. Right now, you're just kind of losing too many unnecessary troops, really for just no reason at this point. And that's the thing, when you're attacking on territory, you need to be aware of what's happening and always looking ahead. And again, if I'm TFS, I just would have already been pre-set up, right? Because I mean, you have to know that they're not just going to sit there, roll over, and die. Now, if you burn through 10 flags and there's no resistance over an 8-hour or 12-hour period, okay, that's a little bit different. But yeah. You know, for me, it's again, I look at it like I'm just always looking for value, right? And you're always trying to get good value, you know, unless you literally just have so many troops to waste that you just don't care because you just want to try and put as much damage on the tower as possible. And maybe their plan is, okay, hey, look, we're going to regroup, we're going to reset, then we're going to hit the flag again. Okay. I mean, you know, maybe you can sell me on that if that happens. But yo, there's Neffy Poo back in. Except it looks like, and this is interesting. So I wonder if he's doing it right now, because isn't the indication if he's selected on a troop that they're doing the charge? Okay, yeah. So like there's one, right, where we see that. But if he was just like running the unit around, then okay, maybe that'd be a little bit different. But it looks like his 5 marches are engaged at this point. Meta. I guess you don't want to know. Just stay back here. That's right, man. Meta's all back of the bus. Let me see. There's. Oh, sorry. You said on one. Oh yeah, my bad. I need to look at two. So I do have 267 written down. I think they just got into theirs though. No, they haven't yet. So I think theirs starts. I need to pull my scout up real quick. I need to go 265. I don't think theirs has started yet. Yeah, let me load this up because I'm pretty sure I had it there. Yo, we're at 16 likes. 4 more likes until we hit 20. Yo, dude, coming out with a vengeance here. Brian, what's up? Go. What we watching? Jarno, what's up? Welcome. We're in SS2-3. We're watching the TFS NOIR, Jason, our boy Jay Geesey against Neffy Poo. Jarno, our fight in Zone 5 is almost completely done. Yeah. Meta, we placed Mana Pit at the top when we're trying to get our 4. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Mana Pit was well placed. So we had an infinite way to hop in and out to poke. Yeah, and that's the thing about the Mana Pit. If you put it kind of at the border, so to speak, or a little bit farther away. Oh, Evelyn, turn that down a little bit, please. And so, you know, if you do something like that, you definitely have an opportunity to utilize it as kind of a jumping. Yeah, can you turn it down a little, please? No, I'll turn it off. Then you said, oh, then they, yeah, no, I saw they put their pit down. Kimono, what's up? Yo, man, I can't believe I missed this. Sorry, I hadn't scrolled down far enough. Yo, man, our boy Jason G coming in with another $10 dono. Get my boy some likes. Very much appreciate, man. Can we get some hearts and love in the chat for our boy Jay Geesey? Just too generous and too kind. At 16 likes, 4 more. Remember, that's our only ask that we have for you guys. Is if you're joining, our entry fee is just hit us with a thumbs up. Show some love. Plus, I think it helps get my face on in front of other faces. So you know, why not? XG of some too. He did that all day. He had a perma markup saying to not hit him. I can only imagine. But people always hit him. Yeah. Can also be in for the stamina trick. You don't have to just stand there idle. If you have low stamina and bring mages to a group fight and get splash damage, they will fight back. Yeah, and I mean, from my understanding, you can still move the unit too as well. Just as long as, like, you could still move the unit around. I imagine just as long as you're not engaging the unit, it still should take effect. Unless that's been tested and that's not the case, but like that. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, yo, they're going in. They're going in. I bet you people were picking me. They're like, boss, stop reading. They're attacking. It's not my fault. You guys wanted to see. Okay, don't judge. Don't be some judging Judies. Nobody likes that. Yeah, right. I see people are like, "Yo, big fight." It's a big fight. It's a fight. Yeah, they're going in. How much longer do they have on this flag, man? It's at 5%, 7 minutes. I mean, yeah, I don't know. My view on here is still to fight, because they might be trying to do this thing. If you had like 1% or 2% left, and you're gonna say, let's just get everyone on the flag and then we'll attack, that's one thing. But I don't think there's enough percentage left to focus on destroying the flag. I would rather just fight, and then once you have control, then go ahead and start working the flag down. I mean, unless you're just going to have a lot of people coming in and Neff is just waiting for you to focus him and you can avoid, I mean, okay, maybe there might be some plays there. You know, or maybe if you're just running like a bunch of like high counterattack damage units and you're able to get maybe like 30 of them on the flag, I mean, okay, maybe at that point you can maybe start making some cases. Jonathan Huang though says, is it over for NOIR? I don't think so. You know, based on how, I mean, well, if you're talking about this one-on-one fight, or this fight between TFS PSC, or sorry, TFS FS, PSC NOIR, yes.
Get out.
What's wrong?
Get out.
What happened? Where's Issa?
Because what I'm doing is this, so get out.
Where's mommy?
Daddy told me that mommy's saying you have to get out.
Okay, I'll get off in a sec.
No, just get out.
Okay, where's mommy?
She told me to say get out.
Okay. Okay.
No, you have to get out.
Okay, I'll come talk to her.
No, you have to get out.
All right. Yo, they already know when I mute. Yeah. Yeah, send it in the peeps. Yeah, but what I was saying earlier is, yeah, no, I don't think this matchup is over. I think if you're looking at the grand scheme of how everything is going, then, you know, you have essentially TDR, you have TNS. I mean, they're clearly pushing when you think about what they're doing over there with DawN, and then the same thing. I think TDR's matchup is a little bit easier potentially with EP77, where they'll probably push that back farther. And then at times where you're seeing what's happening now, it often can become who can get the most amount of support the fastest, right? So when you think of it like that, and oftentimes that's really what it can be. It's, okay, are you going to end up getting more support? Will EP, like, depending on how those two side matchups go, if DusK DawN get pushed from that front against TNS, then that just means that TNS is that much closer to then flanking NOIR and applying pressure from a second or even third line. If TDR is able to start pushing EP77 back, then they'll be able to assist TNS with DusK DawN. So you can start seeing how things at that point can start snowballing, right? And I think that is what, in addition, will be a breaking point. Because you can make the argument that all TFS and TS and FS have to do is just hold, right? All they have to do is just keep breaking even. And then as long as their allies are able to push their fronts, over time, they will eventually get to a point, if things keep trending in that direction and nothing changes, they'll eventually get to a point where they can start assisting TFS and FS, and then applying pressure on secondary fronts to NOIR and then eventually PSC. And then that could arguably give them a bit more of an advantage, right, going into that fight. So we'll have to see, obviously, how that plays out. But yeah, I mean, look, you got the flag on 2%. I mean, if your plan is, and that's the thing, like at some point you're going to have to fight. It can't just be focus the flag, even if you're getting close. Now, if you crush these troops and then you go back in and you're like, okay, now we're going to hit it again, then okay, right? I think at that point it's making a little bit more sense. But we'll have to see how that goes, if they're going to be able to reorganize and then kind of work this. Because the other thing too as well is that at this point, NOIR is going to have to kind of make a decision. If you get this flag down that much, then NOIR might have to go there and start building it, right, and repairing it. And then that could lend TFS an opportunity to start hitting the builder here. This actually doesn't seem that bad. Like they're doing okay. Yeah. Jarno form NK, the whole server almost pushed us out. We can't compete with them. They all turned up with full forces. Might get today or tomorrow fully pushed out. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is unfortunate. I will say that without a doubt, that when you see that happening where, you know, the PvP lasts. I mean, because again, we're going on day 2, right? Day 2 into day 3. So, yeah, it is unfortunate to see that for the majority of those 9 S2 plus KVK groups. I mean, they pretty much got 24 to about 36 hours of PvP. Some of them about 24, and then some of them expanding that a little bit more to about 36. But you got to think about, like, you basically waited, you know, whatever it was, right, a month and a half to get to final zone, and then you're only getting about 2 days worth of PvP. Like, I mean, it's rough to think about that it couldn't last. Like, I would have been cool with like a week worth of PvP. Like, that to me would have felt satisfactory if it could have gone that long in all of the groups. But bear in mind, some of the groups just had lopsided matchups, so we already knew ahead of time that some of the groups, we were not expecting those to last barely at all, or that long, if not really any times at all. Like the 42 TC matchup, where they were going up against, oh gosh, who's in the 42 TC? Can't remember if that's BXS RTG Owl. No, I think that's the NK one, right? So it's but still, that's a 1v3. 42 TC has their 1v3 that they're doing as well, which is ROTA, Misfit, MSFT, and then Fang. So it's, you know, you have 2 groups that are 1v3s, and then you have the other group that is Feet, MILF, and DILF, and they're not even fighting, right? Because they're allies. So you have 1 division out of 9 that isn't doing any PvP, and then you have 2 of them that are 1v3, so they're lopsided fights, meaning that, right, you're not expecting really anything out. However, 42 TC and NK are still showing up and putting in, you know, and obviously out there on the field. So, you know, kudos and mad respect to them for doing that. But that's a third of your KVK groups, and then you have the remaining 6, which, for the most part, I mean, even you could say SS2-3, that's TO FSK, right? They were at 13.3 billion going up against BDO and PTW, right? That's with Kyle from FSK, Chizgul's Alliance's BDO. I mean, that was still a pretty advantageous. They had about 5.5 billion power on them going in, and I think that was clearly seen with how that was going, right? I mean, they basically had them locked at their gate for a while. This is a bit unfortunate, though, from what I'm watching right now, because I really was expecting TDR to disengage and then fight EP77, and they're just losing a lot because it looks like a lot of their builders are just not paying attention. And I can understand, like, if you've gone with arguably no resistance for a period of time, okay, but you should know, like, hey, if you get an alliance ping or a Discord ping and you have sent a builder out there, like, you should be paying attention if you're on your phone or if you're able to be at home or on a tablet or on your computer or on the PC client. Like, there just has to be a little bit more heads-up awareness here, because they're just kind of losing a bunch of people unnecessarily, you know, just for, you know, kind of, I don't want to say for free, but just, you know, this is more kind of an EP77's favor. And this is one of those things that can also increase morale as well on their side, right? Because they come in, they don't have a lot of units, but they're doing some work. And this is an opportunity for TDR to basically come out and say, yeah, dude, we have like 40 people that are destroying your fort right now, but the moment that we see you coming, we're going to disengage and we're going to be ready to hit you, and then we'll go right back to destroying it with that same amount of people. So a little bit of a ball drop here on that. I definitely would have expected a little bit more, just based on where we are in the current environment. Yeah. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Sorry, baby was choking. I always have to go check on that. Yeah, let's go see what's going on with the FS group. Okay, so they're holding pretty strong here. Let's see what's going on. Dude, TFS and FS coming in with a vengeance, man. Did they get it? Oh my god, they got a minute left. We're just going to hold on this and see what they do. Just nuts. 45. I mean, they might as well just stack people on the flag at this point. You got 40 seconds left. Yeah, you said BXS, Owl RTG is not the whole server loss. Yeah. Yeah, the VVSK OG. I need to go look at that too as well. Oh, let's not forget about feet. Palpitator, what's up? Welcome. Stab, what up? Counterattack, don't work on AoE splash damage. Some mages just will eat. Oh, feast on flag attackers. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be for that. It would just be for the main DPS. Jarno, what's up? MMG, what's up? 2, 1. They got the flag. Yo, the emojis. The emojis. The emojis. It would have been dope if everyone hit an emoji the moment that it happened. I'm coming. All right. Yeah, you guys got me just for a little bit more. So it probably won't be too long of a stream tonight, but we'll try and go as long as we can here. This is just fun just to watch multiple fronts, even if it is just on the SS2-3. I do need to see if we can pull up the other group though real quick. The EIS one, let's see. Yeah, but man, I mean, big effort though getting those 2 flags. I mean, that has to feel good on the TFS FS side for being able to grab those. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, there's Circer on the Frost Giant. Pushing down there on the east. My name is Jeff. It's not my name. Yeah, I'm just checking it real quick on the EIS group. I'm curious what they got going on. If there's still some fighting. It looks like they're pausing for a bit. I don't see any PvP going on. Oh, never mind. I do see a little bit. Let's see, OG. Okay, yeah, they got a little bit going on. Oh, never mind. They actually have a decent big going on. Sorry, I'm looking at another fight too as well. Yeah, they got 2 fights going on. When she says, yeah, except bro, you guys didn't understand our 4-star 5 didn't want the allies. That's not our fault, you know. Yeah. Our visuals wants a 2v2v2, but we don't care. Let this happen. We're just here to fight. Yeah. No war flag fight. Yeah. I only hear the betray thing and people call us cheaters, bug abusers. Yeah. Jason says everyone a moment of silence for their tower. Yeah. I mean, look, man, 2 towers went down. I wonder if the next focus is going to be on these 3 towers over here for DawN that they have placed down, and then if they're going to start their own tower build. On TFS, I mean, because again, I mean, they can't hit those other 3, so I wonder if that'll kind of be a little bit of the switch, and then maybe the keep if they decide for that. Dang, NOIR's come with a vengeance. Apartmente devs love beta players. Is that a count on this server, or are you just spectating? Yeah, I'm just spectating right now. I have my second instance up, which is my scout instance that can see. We were just on SS2-3 looking at some of the boards. Oh yeah, that's probably why. You said you spam the chat with tapping. Yeah, no, yeah, this is my main. So this is like the SS10 chat. Guillermo, what's up? Welcome. It's like, wish my server was fun. Steph's like, I only trash talk 2 people. Because Steph has standards. Yeah, we see you chatted. Journalists chatted with both sides. Always had fun. Respect BXS, OW, R2G. Not gonna lie, they showed up with big numbers. They did. They did. Definitely unfortunate just on the 1v3. I would imagine 42 TC probably feels the same way on the way that it played out. I don't think the expectation was that. Oh, Meta said, look at FS. Ooh. Oh dang, dude, DusK came out, man. Where's the fort? Oh, did they just already push off a bit? Or my bad, it was the flag, not the fort. Dang, they switched that up real quick. I mean, it looks like they might have killed quite a few, but it also looks like FS saved some of the units as well, because they were on this flag over here getting into 31. Oh man, I wish I would have noticed that right before. DusK had to come out. Jason said DusK had to come out. They might be a little upset after 3 of theirs got zeroed around. Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, potentially three players with less troops as well. You know, so you got to look at some of the positives anytime people are getting rallied. But I can understand the feelings. It's like do 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 do. Okay, let me go grab the little lady real quick, and we'll hang out here and watch this fight for a sec, BRB. One more. Dude, nuts, man. I can't believe we missed that. Yeah, people are just going to reply and be like, boss, we don't understand what that means. Oh. Oh, guys. Yo, for anyone who's here, I need to show you guys this. I got sent this from the dev team. I'll show you guys this. I'll show you guys this in a sec if you're curious. Oops. Yeah. The package came from China. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah. I think Singh got one. A few other people, I'm sure, probably got them too as well. I'm not like, oh yeah, you know, so special or anything like that. Is it the key ring thing? Yeah. They sent what I thought was actually a really nice, like a nice key ring, and then it was also a nice note, as well, that they sent. So it was what looked like. It was what looked like to be a handwritten note, and then also a key ring, which I actually thought was pretty cool. But I'll show you guys that in a sec. Yeah. See, you go right there, and you got juice. Boom. No, here. Okay, hang on. My daughter's gonna want to play with it, so let me. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Let me just take this out, and then you can play with it. Okay, here you can play with that. Go. Yeah. So here's the ring. This is what they sent. It was like a little gift. If you guys can see that, I'll try and hold it up as clear as I can. I know it's moving a little bit. Let me stabilize it. But yeah, it's like a keychain, right? But it looks nice. Hang on, let me not get it in the glare. If you guys can see that little, nothing on the back, but that's it. And then So nice. I mean, again, it's nice. It doesn't look like it's kind of engraved on the faceplate. So, yeah. Then there's a nice note they sent, right? So here's the card. It's like a card they sent for 2024. And I'm not going to show you what's on it, but I'll just show you from a distance, right? It's a handwritten. I mean, it looks handwritten. And then it's signed Octa, Donut, and the Call of Dragons team, which is pretty cool. So shout out to Octa and the team as well. And I want to point out, I have to give some props here, because they were kind enough to spell my name correctly, right? They did a space between boss and nasty, and they also put an I, my lowercase I, on there compared to just, spelling it regularly. So shout out. I appreciate the attention to detail. That's what's most important. Yeah. Okay, yeah, go ahead, have fun. Yeah. Oh, what's that at the horizon on the top? Oh. Where is it? There it goes. Nope. Oh, sorry. Is there something going on over here that I'm missing? Right now? Oh, they're pushing a little bit. This is pretty cool though, that you're kind of seeing like this double push from the east. Was this a rally that you guys did? This part of me is wondering if TFS and FS did a rally going east, or did they taxi some players over there and then just push down with them? Because if you think about it, it actually kind of is a little bit of a smart play. If you're thinking about it at the end of the day, it's like if they're having somewhat of a stalemate, they're basically sending a secondary force over on the TDR side, or sorry, TNS side, to assist, push through DusK and DawN and allow for them to reestablish control of the area, and then just sweep back westward to where their main front is against NOIR. It's actually kind of a nice tactical play there when you think about it. Obviously, if they can get the troops over. But even if they're just a main objective is, hey, let's just kill as much as we can, make this fight a little bit easier on this moment for our allies, hold some position, and re-engage on the NOIR front. This isn't bad, right? They're basic. I mean, that's the thing. I think if you want to, this is the thing, man. Look, if you want to counter Nephisto and some of the other top players, you have to fight on multiple fronts. Like, that's just how it has to happen. It can't just be one front. And so I think them fighting on two or more fronts against NOIR, I think actually will probably lend a little bit more advantage to them if they can execute well. That's obviously important. But I like when you, not to say like it's a trick play or anything, but I like when we see these types of moments where they're testing and they're trying different things out to see how to see like what type of opportunities could be created. Right? I really like seeing that those types of plays being done. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah. Also, just so you guys know, the lady said that as long as the baby's hanging out with me, we can stream longer. So she shouldn't have told me that, because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to like create like a mini little play area over here and just like put all her goodies. That's all we'll do. She'll never know. It'll be like 10:30, right? 3 hours from now, she has no idea. Meta's like, W later. I'll let her know you said that. Yeah. Should have brought you some snacks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're lasting a little while, though. See, now Nef's pushing away. I wonder if that's now, if TFS and FS, if they're pushing from two sides. Like, this would have been an opportunity for them to push as well from the northwest, while this small group is pushing from the east. Because, again, you're not expecting this group to win over here, right? But what I would have liked to see is for them to be putting dual pressure here on the northwest So that way when this force is running away, they're hitting them from the back, right? Another thing that TFS and FS could have done is they could have started working their way north here, coming up through the Alliance Keep here, and then basically coming back to where Fox is, right? So you're kind of retreating, still attacking, but you're also hitting on the opposite sides as well. Yeah, but if it happens, we'll get you a cool, like, Captain Eye Patch, so you can hang out with all the pirates whenever they do those yearly events. Yeah, so like I said, I think it's more of a, it's still kind of, it's on par, right? It's still kind of breaking even. There's not really one side that's overwhelmingly crushing another right now, even though I would say the TFS, FS, TDR, TNS side has made some recent ground move, right? So you could argue there's like a slight trend in somewhat of their direction. Also, 3 more likes until 30. Remember, that's our only entry fee that we ask of you. Just hit us with a like. As my daughter continues dropping things. Yeah. There you go. And keep it together. Ooh, nice. Looks like we're going to see a fight here. I wonder what NOIR is doing, though. Like, again, I'm hoping that they're not just being stagnant. Oh, dude, they are. Like, this is the thing, man. That's what I wonder. Like, if I'm NOIR, I'm gathering, and then I'm pushing up here, killing some units, trying to rebuild a flag. Yeah, I mean, just making a move, or going over here to assist DusK and DawN, right? But like I said, I will say I do like the aggressive nature that TFS and FS are playing, where they're kind of like transitioning between a couple different fronts, right? You're kind of just keeping NOIR and friends on their toes. And I think if you're looking at them destroying flags so far, it is playing in their favor because they are being proactive, right? They're not in a position right now where they are forced to be completely defensive and play more conservative. They can move around a little bit. And I like how they're kind of forcing the fights on different fronts as well. You know, I think it is a good tactic. I think clearly you're seeing it at least pay off some dividends thus far. Right, but now the main question is going to be, okay, well, how is NOIR going to react? Right? Are they going to do anything different right now? Because, like, if you're fighting a 4v5 as an example, right? And here, let's show you this from, like, an overhead on the fronts, so I can, like, really explain what I'm talking about. So you have one here with FS. You have TDR, and then TNS, let's just say, is like over here, right? They're over that way. In this situation, you can create a couple different opportunities. If you're TFS and TF, and let's say like TNS is having to run up, TNS can almost play third wheel, right? So they could be the ones to make the adjustments in one case. Where let's say if TDR is pushing EP77, okay, well maybe TNS comes to assist. Or maybe TFS and FS are pushing NOIR this way, okay, well then maybe they come, and I'm just giving an example, we can't go through the mountains, but like let's say they come over here, right, and then they're just going to push here along the cliff, right? So you can look at them to make adjustments as you're kind of moving in real time. You can also do it the other way, where you potentially have TFS or FS as the adjuster, right? So FS can kind of be the what's the word I'm looking for, right? They can be the filler, like the filler person, where FS can then go and assist here, or they can assist here. TNS could even come over here and assist with TFS. TNS can go here, and you just have a little bit more opportunities, right, when you're playing it out that way, if you're viewing it in that way, and you're able to coordinate and make those adjustments. But, I mean, I like the play. Right, and like we talked about, man, I just think NOIR just needs to be a little bit more aggressive in this case, right? If you see that they're moving over there, and I think this is okay, right? I mean, obviously it'd be nice if they had a few more people here so they can make a few more of those plays, as far as pushing up a little bit more, attacking, trying just to kind of kill off units and then create those opportunities to then push, right? That's what you'd want to do, right? That's kind of one of two things. You either go and assist, and you help DusK and DawN push them off the flag, or you apply pressure over there. I think, given where they're at right now, I almost feel like it might be better for them, with where it is now, to like come over here and try and push them off the flag, just because of like the late reaction. I feel like if they timed it out a little bit better and they saw TFS and FS moving over here to the flag, then at the same time, them pushing on their side. But the challenge is I don't know if they're connecting to a flag now. Sorry, that was probably a little loud. That's good. Let's fix the mic. Let's fix the mic. Everyone's like, boss, you just woke up my whole family. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I'm going to move this back a little bit more. So we'll be a little more careful. Oh, do you want to open that again? Boom. That's like my ear. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to reach that far. Everyone's like, my virgin ears, no. 33 likes, that's what we like to see, man. 2 more to 35. 130 on flag, is that what it was? I didn't click on it yet. Yeah, look at that, man. They're getting close right now. This isn't bad. I'm going to put that right there. Yeah. What is going on with you? Where is it? Oh, where'd you put it? Oh, you're giving me a little scratchy scratch? Oh, here it is. I got it. Boom. Oh, I got this one too. There we go. Alright, I guess she's just all about eating clean pediatric utensils. Let me catch up on some chat real quick. Submit, what's up? Welcome. Boss, what do you think about turrets? What do you mean? I mean, my general view on turrets, simply put, is my view, which is what it has been. I just have always felt they just need to scale it back. They just need to allow players to be able to build one turret and one barricade, and that's what it should have been. I want them to bring back barricades. I like barricades. I just have always felt that they just only need to have the opportunity to build one of each. And then they need to scale and align and scale the build time and the destruction time for turrets and barricades to be the same. So like one example is if you're building a level 1 turret or barricade, it takes 5 minutes to build, 5 minutes to destroy. If you want to go to level 2, it's another 5 minutes. Something like that. I think somewhere kind of in that 3 to 5 minute range is okay if you're thinking about levels and how long it takes to upgrade right from the initial level. I think you make that consistent, and then you just have it be the same amount of time to build and destroy. Bam, you're done. Keep it easy. The only other thing you could do beyond that is if you wanted to kind of put some type of restriction or limitation on how many turrets or barricades you could build within a given flag's territory. So that way people aren't just like, flagging across a line and then they're just filling up that entire territory with those. But that might be more of like a next step adjustment. I think at least doing the limitation and aligning and scaling the upgrades the build and destruction times, those to me feel like the two most important things to do right now, and then see how that plays out over a season, right? And then you assess and you make another adjustment if needed, right? People have to remember, like, things, features in a game, again, if there's enough overwhelming support for things where it can be changed. It doesn't mean that these things have to last forever. But at the same time, you need kind of a coordinated effort, right, to try and push changes if you want to do it that way. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Dude, TFS and FS are just like, yo, we're just going to hit them from the side again. I mean, I'm somewhat shocked, dude. I mean, that TFS and FS are kind of holding this line here against NOIR. And I really like this call. I wonder who made this call to push west and flank them from behind, because this is a good call. Whoever made this heads-up play, I really like this. Yeah, hopefully they just keep going. Like, they just bring everyone from TFS, FS, and they just run the wrecking ball all the way through on the flank, keep these units up, and just mollywop that. I mean, again, dude, this is a really nice backdoor flank into basically a sandwich. Yeah, man. I mean, really good heads-up call, whoever made that. Did you drop one? Here you go. There's one. On another one. I mean, listen, all you're doing is eating them. They're disinfected. They're cleaned. I think they're okay. Yo, and here comes the sandwich, man. And they got a few more units coming in from the north. Not bad. If they can get a few more to apply some pressure here on basically this front line, this back door can be even more effective. I mean, it already is pretty effective right now. Hopefully, when they're coming in, they're just like focus fire, focus fire, focus fire, move on to the next, and then bam. Right? Bam, slam. And look at that, dude. Now you got even more. I mean, dude, this is pretty sweet right now. This is a really nice play. I like this. From what we're seeing from TFS and FS on the coordination here. This is well done. This is very much, again, what I often talk about with like those shimmering lights of just good moments, right? Where you're analyzing the map, you're looking at the playing, you're looking at the field, and you're saying, well, look, we have this fight that's happening here. We've pushed over on the east. Now we have this flanking opportunity coming through that choke point over there where DusK and DawN are, or connected to NOIR, and we're just going to basically run a full circle. And again, I think you're seeing this pay off right now. This is again, this is very well done. And this is the type of like higher level plays that I like to see, because to me, this gives you the indication that, okay, hey, this is coming off a bit more coordinated. And I think that is something to be recognized. And when you hear me often talk about how like I feel that the ceiling potential level for COD's like skill, true skill, and the ceiling that we have is still so high, I think when I see things like this happening from TFS and FS and what just happened, this is like one of those things where it's like, okay, this is giving me like a nice little smile, because I feel like, you know, we're getting a little bit closer to that point right now where you look at this and you're like, oh, this is kind of RTS-like of what you would typically see in a traditional RTS game where you're fighting on fields, you send a small force around, right? This is kind of giving you those StarCraft, Warcraft vibes of things you can see in the game, and I think this really shows off very well on the potential that COD has over other kingdom builders. Ooh, what happened? Oh, here we go. Did you lose that one? There's one. Here's two. Okay, I don't know anything else. How you said? Oh, hey everyone, look in the chat. It's Humble Harry. Thank you. I know I'm a genius. This guy. Jeez. This guy's killing me. Killing me. Yeah, not bad. What are you doing? There. Just. There you go. Oh, man, I know you're thirsty. Oh, Robert, he's like, I know we are a good compliment as forecasts. Hey, man, I'm very much the Simon, the Simon Cowell of acknowledgement. You know, I mean, it's got to look good for me to acknowledge it. You know, thankfully I feel that I have watched enough RTS and enough strategy games to have a good semblance of sense when it comes to, you know, paying attention and getting an inclination of, oh, hey, this looks a little more coordinated than that does. This looks like it's a little bit more high level than that is. And so I think, you know, it's good to acknowledge those. I think you got to give flowers where they're due, and if something looks good, you have to be able to articulate why it looks good. What's being done that makes it feel, or that is giving an impression that it is more tactical, more strategic, more high level than what we've maybe seen before. And again, for anyone who's kind of watching for the first time, some people just may not be aware. Some people may not know. Like, you might look at this, you might look at GG's Selly Team 6, as they say, right? And you're looking at how those units, are coordinating with their flyer group. And you might look at that and say, oh, okay, well, that's the standard. But I'll be here to tell you that's not the standard, right? That's the standard for some of the alliances that are stronger, some of the alliances that have more people in VC, and that's more of where we can be. But we're not anywhere close to that yet. But it is nice that the potential is there. That's really what we're acknowledging, is that when we see things like this, it's okay, cool. Hopefully these are things that other alliances will notice and think to themselves, man, if we have, because you got to think about it, this isn't just one alliance doing this. This is 2, 3, 4 or more alliances coordinating all together. And you have to really be on point for those things. Whether that's everyone in VC, if you have your management teams in VC, if you're in stage channels, how are you disseminating that information? How are you instructing people in real time? Like, there's often a lot that goes into it. So for me, I really love when there's opportunities for us to watch that and to see that playing, and then if I have the opportunity and there's something that happens, I can explain that to the viewer so they understand that, like, this is really good when you see moments like that. And then, of course, now we're just back to the brawl. So. Cosmin, what's up? Welcome. Hey, man, I want to start to play again for COD. Awesome. Well, dude, welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know where I can find serious projects. Any idea? Well, I mean, I have a project right now, but bear in mind, my project is only recruiting for leaders right now, so we're not recruiting for officers or players. But if you want to go and find places to where you can look at some projects, you can check the recruitment channel on the official COD Discord. I'm also planning to do another COD project review video. I did one before back, I think. I don't know if I've done one for 2024 yet. I did 1 or 2 in 2023. But for those new players that are looking to potentially find out like what projects, might be more well suited for them over others, like I said, I recommend checking the recruitment channel out. But more importantly than that, just join multiple projects. My advice to anyone who's looking to restart, or if you're getting in and you want to join a project going into a new kingdom, is always join multiple projects, get the access that you need for each of them, and then look and compare against each one. And what I mean by that is look at the channels. Can you easily figure out what their game plan is? Do you know what their kingdom plan is? Do you know how many alliances they want to have? What's their leadership team look like? How are they writing announcements? Right? Do they articulate themselves well? Do they hold town hall meetings or project meetings in VC so you can get to know some of the people in leadership, so you can ask questions, so you can be more engaged? Those are just some things that are really important to do. And then obviously applying a little bit of some sense when you're going around and trying to decide and figure out which one you want to be a part of. But again, I'm planning to do another kind of review video. I think I've joined a bunch of projects right now, so I think there's about 7 or 8 that are currently going on that are all kind of in small stages. But usually when I do my reviews, I'll go in, I'll review where they're at, I'll rate them, so I give them a rating 1 through 10. But it's kind of a small scale rating, so it's only off of how their Discord is set up, and also like the information they have currently available in the projects, like little things like that. Yeah. But I have some videos out too as well on, like, so if you're a new player and you're trying to figure out how to find and how to pick a project, I have videos out that talk about what you should be looking for, like in detail. But otherwise, I should have that project review video out in a couple days. So I'm sure that'll help. And then I may just make an updated new video as well on what to look out for. Like if you're a new player, like what's important, like how to get the best start in the game before you even make an account. That actually could be a really good video now that I think about it. I need to write that down. You think that's a good idea? What are you eating? Yeah? Well, here you go. Yeah. I know. All the good ideas come to me when I just ramble. Everyone's like, yeah, boss, you do ramble. M7MD, what's up? Welcome. Mr. Kingdom Builder, did you see what happened to S70? They got robbed by bug in game. No, I didn't. What happened in S70? Hey, sweetie. Hey, girls. Hey, girls. Sweetie, can you go give me some of the veggie straws, please, over on the counter for Isabella?
Where is it?
It's over there on the counter. Can you get some for me? Oh, hang on. Here, you want some water? Look at this big jug. Dude, she'll just drink this. Oh, sorry. Here you go. Go. Ah. Yeah, dude, she loves drinking from my big, like, 60 ounce water container. It's so funny. She walked over to it one day, and she just bent over, and she's like, okay, I'm just going to drink from this. It was just the cutest thing ever. Let's be real. Oh my gosh, we're at 40 likes. 5 more to 45. We could do it. Cosmo says, I'll wait for that video. I saw some projects, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look at some. I mean, bear in mind, too, as well, that the way that projects are being viewed right now in COD is a little bit different than how they're viewed in Rock, right? Because it just depends on your line of thinking. You know, my view is arguably different from other people when I run projects. It's always about how can you think from a kingdom-wide perspective versus an alliance-wide versus an alliance approach. And COD has very much been pushing this narrative of and this scope. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. And been pushing this scope of, we want to push alliances, an alliance focus over a kingdom focus. I just don't agree with that. And I think that is more harmful to the overall progression of the game than it's not. Oh, I gotta go over to DusK. What's happening? Is there craziness going on over here? Sorry. What's up? Whoopsies. Or has been or not. Again, I can't speak for that. But it's just, that's a thought that can happen where you think about it and you're like, oh, well, they're going around and helping their allies. Hopefully they'll come around and help us too as well on pushes. Because again, right, especially if you notice that the matchup is a little bit more losing or it's a little bit more in kind of a downward trajectory or just some slight disadvantages, but it's almost enough to where, it's hard for them to like reclaim. Like in this example, right, it might be hard for EP77 and MTK to kind of push TDR off of this. So maybe DawN or DusK comes over or NOIR comes over just to help push off, apply some pressure, allow for them to retake. I mean, that's kind of what we saw TFS and FS doing. So, I think when you start looking at the map in its entirety and you don't just think of it where you're tunnel visioning down your lane, but you think about how can you assist other lanes, like you kind of almost have to approach it like you're a jungler in League of Legends, right? The jungler is trying to gank and attack and create 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, 3-on-2 situations, 4-on-2 situations all over the map, whether it's in the jungle, in the mid lane, in the top lane, in the bottom lane. Just use a MOBA reference. Right, or even Dota 2 for those of you that might play Dota. It's the same similar application that you have to think about on how you can apply that in this type of a game, and I think it could very much be done, right, as we've kind of already seen a little bit. Actual, what's up, bro? Red is your color. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if I had a color. Can I change this color? Is that what you mean? If I could, man, I wish people would tell me. Though, to be fair, I haven't really messed around with the settings to even figure that out. If not, yeah, this fort has 9 minutes left on it. That's pretty massive. Oh, check TFS NOIR. Are they going at it again? Oh, they are. They're about to make another push. Yeah, I need to see real quick on yeah. Here, bring me the bag so she'll come over. You got it. Thank you. Thank you. I got it. She'll come. There you go. Here you go. Huh? You want this or no? No? I guess I'll tie it up. Yeah, I'll say this though, if EIS... So just to kind of show you guys real quick, right? This is what we have happening in SS2-3. So VVV SK, you got EIS OG, and like it's about to go down. So if this goes down, I'm gonna switch because I want to watch that fight. Just to give you guys a heads up. Yeah, you want to come up? Yeah. Ooh, love yous. Love yous. Oh, here, do we put something else on? You want to watch Vivo? Or you want Tangled? Ooh, hang on, I can't do that. We can do Vivo. You want to watch Vivo? Or ooh, how about Minions? You want to watch Minions? Yeah. Minions, there we go. A movie for every kid. Minions. Cardvaya, what's up? Welcome. Interesting. So TFS FS pushes in, and now they're just hitting turrets from the ridge. Dang, I mean that's pretty baller. You're just pushing them down to the ramp. Is there anything? You know, the other thing I would try to do though, if I was them, is I would try and hit this tower. Yeah, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can hit the tower now. I'm thinking about it. Right? They should be able to. I think their territory is connecting. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, dude, she's not bad on this brawl, though. The disrespect, man. The disrespect. Just going deep in territory. Like, yo, we're just gonna chill here. Let's hang out. It's like they went deep and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna tour the Grand Canyon, if you guys don't mind. Okay, yeah, you know what would be funny though? Like Ultimate Troll is if they all